is under attack. Loaded men. Cook yourself.
Hello and what is up YouTube? Today is the first video after being gone for quite a while. What I'm going to be doing today is doing replay analysis for Smite, and on the menu today is Wukong solo in an unranked game. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to help people in casual and of the lower ranks to really help understand what they can do better in order to learn how to play better, because I think there's a lot of content lacking on the really new players. So yeah, let's just get into it. So I paused it on this screen already. Why? Because from this screen alone you have quite some information. You know that you'll be playing with Hades and Anubis, which means that if the enemy team is at least half decent, they'll be buying anti-heal. Um, this doesn't necessarily have to mean a lot, but it does mean that you can expect your lifesteal items, your HP 5, whatever you get, not to work as well as it usually does. You also know that they have a Cerberus, and since Anubis and Skadi on your team do not have movement abilities, you know that they'll be using their beats every time Cerberus ults or they're going to die to it. You know that Gilgamesh and Thanatos have a heal in their kit. Thanatos even has a quite substantial heal. These are all things you can get from the starting screen. Yeah, Vulcan is just always annoying to play against. So, but even that you can see from this screen that okay, mid is going to play against Vulcan. So it is possible that Vulcan is coming to gank in your lane sooner rather than later, or that you're going to have to rotate together with your enemy solo laner to the middle lane into Vulcan's lane. So yeah. Right, let's hop in. Went for Bluestone and then the first tier of what I expect going to be Soul Eater. Soul Eater, not a bad item, definitely not, but I would keep in mind that you are playing against this anti-heal. So definitely in the late game I feel like Soul Eater isn't going to do much good, since yeah, most of the healing will get reduced by the healing reduction items and the passive of Cerberus.
Have fun. Aye. Good luck.
So off the bat again, I can see that you're like pretty far away from the harpies. This isn't a very good thing to do because I can see that you're probably going to start with your ability, but you gotta keep in mind that the first thing you do to these harpies is free damage. So you should start with a basic attack, then your ability, and then more basic attacks. Why? Because after you throw your ability, you're gonna have to reside to basic attacks anyway. But uh, every basic attack you will do then, you'll take damage from the harpies that are left. So it's better to just do one basic attack, do your ability, do another basic attack, and by then the small ones will probably already have died, and you only have to deal with the big one. So it's pretty important. Do a basic attack, then throw your ability. It will also just get them all together, so you don't miss anything. I'm pretty sure you won't miss them now, but it's always a possibility that you'll miss them.
Minions have spawned.
Oh, look, I said I just said that you're probably not going to miss them, but actually you did. So you didn't hit the big minion, which has the most health, which does the most damage. So yeah, do a basic attack, pull them all together, because you're going to take a lot of damage. Even if it's 50, even if it's 100, it's just all health that you'll be missing by the time you get into lane. And time you're going to be missing, to be fair. Yeah, once again, start with, you can see your ability plus one basic attack kills the small centaurs. So if you started with a basic attack and then you did your ability, you would have immediately only taken damage from 2 enemies instead of 2 or 3 hits from 3 enemies, which 2 or 3 hits is probably about 50 to 100 health again. But in the long run, it will make a difference by the time you get into lane. Yeah, personally, I would have pulled it up until around here and cleared it here, just a bit farther than you went, for the sole reason that you're closer to lane and easier to go there. I wouldn't do it past this part, so not past the wall here. If you can see my mouse, you can probably see my mouse, yeah. I wouldn't do it past this piece, but I would stop here and then do the last hits there. You're just a little bit closer. Yes, not bad. I would have gone for the archers first, but it's not necessarily a problem that you didn't. Okay, so you see Thanatos and Gilgamesh there. Gilgamesh is still on level 1, Thanatos level 2. So in this scenario, you really don't want to fight. The totem just spawned. So what you should be doing is just basic attack the totem and wait for what they're gonna do. You can't push into the wave, you can't clear the wave because there's 2 of them. The only thing that you can do now is just free damage on the totem.
Oh yeah! First blood!
Okay, so I wouldn't have done that. You throw both abilities on the totem, but by throwing both of your abilities at level 2, you're telling the enemies, okay, so I have done everything that I can possibly do, and now you have 10 seconds of free damage. That's literally all you're doing right here. You're just telling them, okay, I have thrown everything I got on the totem. You can't clear the minion waves, you can't slow the Thanatos if it's coming to you, you can't deal damage to scare them off. This is just saying, hey, I am here, you can kill me now. Yeah, here as well, don't try to fight this. You just have basic attacks. What do you expect to do? Kill 2 of them with just basic attacks? It's not gonna work like that. If you're in a situation like this, where you made this mistake, you turn around and you keep on running. If you turn around for 2 basic attacks and backpedal all this way, you're just losing time, taking more of their hits. You're lucky Gilgamesh helped you escape. Okay, so jungler is here, you should be attacking, yep, that's a good thing. Okay, you could try. Wait, I'm gonna rewind this a bit. First of all, you should probably try to hit both the wave and the god. But since you missed, that is pretty okay. However, he is now behind you and your jungler is still here. Their jungler is dead. At this point in time, the only thing that you can try to do is move away from their minions, because you're taking a lot of damage from their minions as well now. So you move away from there and you try to kill him together with your minions and your jungler. But you're just running straight into the enemy minions, which makes you take a lot of damage. Definitely in the early levels, they hit like a truck. And you're turning your back towards Gilgamesh, who has now all the free damage he wants on you. Yeah, and you obviously die to it. Yeah, that was expected.
Blue, baby. Your right tower is under attack.
Okay, so tier 2. You could have sold one potion to upgrade the teleport fragment. So whenever you want to use it, it would be at I think 180 seconds or 190 seconds instead of the
Your right tower is
220
under
it is
attack.
now. It would have been
Your
shorter
middle
anyways,
tower is
and
under
I
attack.
think that's always something you can use. I'm gonna pause here because did you listen to that audio cue? Like right when you chroma across the middle, you can hear the two of Thanatos activating. You can hear the chiming sound that he makes. Wait,
Your middle tower is under attack.
now, right now it happened. Ding, and you can hear that he's there. So at this point, you're also, why didn't you put your third level into your tree? You still have no escape, and if you do it for wave clear, then you can use your ox for wave clear as well. But this is pretty dangerous. You keep standing here as well. 3 damage for Thanatos. I wouldn't have gone for the commentator. I would have probably went for the totem. If I was in your place, mostly because you can't take the full combat anyway. They have too much pressure, and the totem will give your full team gold and XP. Just a better choice in my opinion. Um, Also, you could have, like, if you went a bit to the left, you could have hit the whole minion wave. I can see that you're trying to poke Gilgamesh, but you have a full HP Thanatos right next to you. If he's any good, you are dead here.
You have slain an enemy. Your middle tower is under attack.
You're honestly pretty lucky that he's like very scared of you. Right here, instead of going towards him, instead of going towards Thanatos, you both have about the same HP. Maybe you'll have 100 more, but he has a heal in his kit. If he hits his one on you, you will be on half HP, and he'll heal quite a bit of it. I would have used your 2 in the middle of the minions and the totem, so you both damage them and damage the totem. Then use your 1 to clear wave, use basic attacks to do this, and then go to your blue because your blue has respawned here as well. Okay, these aren't the worst choices. You are low on mana though.
Enemy missing left.
Okay.
Enemy missing middle.
Yep. This is pretty good. You know, yeah. Once again, don't start with your 1 on the buff. Use a basic attack, then use your 2, then use another basic attack, then use your 1. So you get the most damage possible. Because right now you use your 1, and I think you didn't hit one of them either, or you almost didn't hit it. It's just too dangerous for you to like keep doing this. It's better to line them up and then deal the damage you can do. Also, you still have 2 potions, and right now is the time to use them. See, I'm gonna rewind a bit here as well because there's quite a lot to go through. You can see that Gilgamesh is here in middle lane. You can see that your minions are all gone in middle lane. There is no reason for you to take the right path. You should definitely just go to your tower and clear the wave there. So you can see the minions running through, yet still you choose to do your one on the Scorpion. Okay, so you made this decision, then you have to pull through because at this point you have seen, okay, these are running there. You can see that your minions are almost through your tower line as well. The first minute minions you lost anyways, but you have this Scorpion at half HP. Just take it because it gives you a lot of XP and gold, the XP and gold that you're now missing on the minions. By the way, you just used both of your abilities on the Scorpion, and you don't have any abilities left for the wave that was here. So you could have taken the Scorpion with your basic attacks, then went to your tower and be ready with your abilities for the next wave to come. You're wasting time here. This is all time that you could have done something else. From as soon as this happened, you cleared the wave. He's under pressure. This is time for you to get back, get that item. You have 15. Yeah. So you're running towards your tower, but not to stand under the tower. I just really don't get why you didn't just, yeah, get it. By the way, on your map now, to teleport, you saw that Thanatos was here. Um, Actually, one more thing about the recalling thing. There is still 350 gold in your pockets right here, and you still haven't upgraded your teleport fragment. You're losing a lot of pressure this way because if you can recall every 30 seconds, no, not every 30 seconds, but if every 4 minutes you can recall 30 seconds faster, it's going to make a big difference. It's going to help you a lot.
Your right tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
See, this wasn't a smart idea because you just a bit ago, like here you see the Thanatos going not into the jungle there, but you see him go behind this rock, and you decide that now is a good idea to push up to over half of the enemy lane with a Gilgamesh that is full health.
Middle tower is under attack.
So you're here. Obviously Gilgamesh pushes you back. Obviously Thanatos ults you. And no clue how you are getting out of this. But to be fair, you should not have gotten out. This is definitely a time where you should have died and lived with the consequences of your own actions. That's a good stun. See, mechanically it wasn't the worst thing there. You made a kill, you hit the stun. You can see that your stun's doing a lot of damage. It sets you up for a nice bit of extra damage even after you can hit a stun, basic attack, ability, basic attack. But just so we can go over the thought process. Do you realize what you have done right here? Right now, you have given the enemy Gilgamesh, who was the same level as you, a kill. So he has gotten gold and XP from a same level kill, whilst you only got a kill on a level 5 Thanatos. Um, so, first of all, that. Second of all, he now has 16 seconds, and your teleport fragment is down because you still didn't get the upgrade. I mean, even with the upgrade, you wouldn't be able to teleport back. But So it's gonna take the time, 16 seconds for you to respawn, and the time that you're walking from your base up until the tower. That's all gonna be time that your enemy solo laner is going to be able to rotate or farm for free. That's a big gift from you to him.
Your left tower is under attack. To have. I got your back, brother.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Once you come into lane here, you can see that he's busy with the totem. This is just you go throw your one and then get back, then place the ward, and then you have your one back until the enemy minions are getting here. Because you are at this point level 6, he is level 7, you are behind in level, in gold. Placing your ward there is giving him the opportunity to gain even more pressure than he already has, and you don't want to do that.
Your right tower.
The ward placement in itself is good, and the fact that you're placing a ward is good, but yeah, it is just very risky. Also, right now you have put yourself as a level behind, right in the middle of the fight again. You have noticed by now that 1v1ing this Gilgamesh is getting harder and harder to do. So I wouldn't have pushed into the middle of his minions, because if you hit Gilgamesh whilst in the middle of all these minions, then you're going to take damage from all them minions. The minions will all start attacking you, and on top of that, you'll also have to deal with Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh doesn't look to be really good himself, because otherwise you would have definitely lost more HP than just 200. This is pretty fine, you saw him go away. Yeah, so at this point you've used both of your abilities to get the Scorpion half HP. I wouldn't do that, because for all you know, you cleared the wave, you turned your back towards where Gilgamesh was, you run against this rock for some reason, you kept on running. That's a lot of time where Gilgamesh could have just come. At this point, you are with a half HP Scorpion, which you're taking damage off, and a Gilgamesh that could at any time come and attack you, steal the buff, whatever.
Enemy missing middle.
Okay, so you got the buff.
Enemy missing right.
Enemy Anubis is invading. The enemy Anubis is invading enemy territory. Yeah, I wouldn't fight here, you can't beat him. Yeah, that's good. It's good that you're just running back. You can auto the minion and play it safe. That's okay. Okay, you slow them. This is an ideal time, like right there. You use your 1, you use your 2, and then Gilgamesh is in front of your minions. You can just use your knock-up ability and run back to base. He's gonna be knocked up, he's gonna take 3 damage from your minions. You're going back to base, he's definitely not gonna kill you. He's gonna have lost a bit of health at least. Okay, you can see your jungler coming. As soon as you can see that happening, you can see your jungler is coming here. As soon as you see that happening, you should try to keep engaging in the fight. You should try to aim that you can hit your stun as soon as Anubis is coming around the corner. Okay, so you hit your 2. Yeah, I don't see why you got that much distance between the two of you. Like, why is this distance between the two of you? You know your Anubis is coming. It's even a bit further, but it's the same situation, really. Like, it's right here. And here you're backing off while you know full well that Anubis is coming. Knock him up, or even better, stun him so Anubis has a free rep on him, and you guys kill this Gilgamesh. You 100% kill this Gilgamesh if you kept engaging and stunned him. You probably would have killed him if you knocked him up. But now you take a lot of distance from him, which results in him being able to leap away and you not being able to reach him anymore. Not even with your movement.
Your middle tower. Two down, baby.
Yeah, here as well, he's juking you guys. But if he's this close to you, I would have just waited with the one and tried to hit some auto attacks, get closer, use your tree again for a knock-up or a stun, and then use your two once you're close to him to slow him. Because, yeah, using your one and missing it because he's just too fast is not helping. Yeah, your jungler is here as well, recalling like, yeah, I'm not gonna waste any more time on this, and that's not a feeling you want to give your jungler, that he's wasting his time by ganking you. This is a time to recall. This is a time to recall. This is a time to recall. If you would have recalled right now, your teleport fragment would have been up by the time you got into base and got your item, and you would have been back into lane and have not lost any pressure at all.
Someone has to place them.
You, like right now, I think you lost about 7, 8, maybe 10 seconds. 10 seconds where you did nothing and could have gotten just a hand over your enemy.
Rampage!
You're staying in this fight too long. You can't damage him this much. He is out damaging you. Once he's jumping there, like once he's jumping from that place, you can see he did his ult. This is not a place to fight him anymore. Stop taking the comet, because just taking that comet gives you a little bit of XP and gold, which is really, it is substantial if you have the time and if it helps, if it's extra XP or gold for you. But it doesn't help you if you're dying because of it. You haven't cleared the wave, you can't outdamage Gilgamesh, and the only thing you can do now is try to run away and hope you don't lose a lot of gold and XP, or even die. If that Gilgamesh was even half decent, you would have died there.
Enough of that. That will soften the blow. Your right tower is under attack.
Alright, so poke. That's good, that's all good. You have pressure. Okay, now it's time to go. Your blue has spawned, so you've cleared the wave. It's time to go for your blue. You cannot do anything in here anymore. Thanatos is just wasting your time here. You're backpedaling, you're unsure what to do. These are all times. By now you could have gotten the buff, or at least had it almost killed. Yeah, right here as well. Place your ward while you're walking. Do not turn around, because all of that again, it's only 2, 3, maybe 4 seconds. But those few seconds will matter a lot in the grand scheme of things. It will be the difference between just making it back into base before before the wave comes to your tower, or you know, just be more quick in what you're doing. And yeah.
Another patriot has fallen.
See. Once again, you could see that the minions were pushed through. I would have taken the other path, then landed 2 abilities on the minions, then went on the platform, because that will take you 4 or 5 seconds, but it will give you XP for a whole wave. It is good that you're rotating right. You're rotating together with your solo laner, but it would have probably been better if you would have taken some XP, then went right,
Your middle tower is under attack.
because by the time you're in the fight now, you would have had your abilities back already, so it wouldn't have made a difference. And honestly, I think you could still make the kill on Thanatos even if you were a bit later, for the simple reason that he would have been in another position by then, or you could have gone left or instead of right. You could have used your bird or your tiger or even your ox to get to the Thanatos. But anyways, you got the kill. Well done. Now let's get out.
An enemy has been slain. Your middle tower is under attack.
Yep, this is good. Hey, why are you going out of your base with 1970 gold? That's a tier 3 item, and maybe even the start of a tier of the next tier 1. Yeah, this is really not a good idea. You also still haven't upgraded your teleport fragment. Uh, no clue what the idea is behind this, but you will lose lane to this, I'm pretty sure, because you lack damage, you lack protections against the Gilgamesh. By not buying this item, you put yourself behind quite a lot.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has been destroyed.
The way of taking this buff was way better. Start with a few basics, throw your 2 abilities, and then only one more basic to secure the Yep, that's good, that's good. There's 2,500 gold in your pockets. 2,500 gold that the enemy Gilgamesh is probably using in items. Also, we officially have been 12 minutes in game and you haven't looked a single time at what your enemy is building or what any of the enemies are building. Okay, we're going to talk about this for a bit as well. You are at just over a third of your HP. The enemy Gilgamesh is full HP. The past has taught us that you cannot 1v1 him, and still you're going to join him and follow him into this narrow pathway where you can supposedly only die. No clue what you are thinking when you are doing this, but I would suggest finding different thoughts. Okay, another bad ult. It's enemy Kumba enemy friendly Kumba that's coming to you. So you get out, and that's a good idea.
I got your back, brother.
I saw you just being unsure of what to do for just a second, but it's the good thing that you tried to leave now. There was no point in fighting, you would have died.
A good item to have.
Okay, so at this point, I'll let you buy your items first.
Freedom!
Okay. So at this point, you have lost the first tower. Your team is there. You can go look at what you can do there, but to be very honest with you, the only thing that you can probably do is either save one of your friendlies or die. And I'm pretty sure what you're going to do there is die. You are lucky, however, that the enemy Vulcan and Thanatos are out. So it's then again not the worst thing to go over to mid.
Ally has been slain.
The ally has been slain. There's a lot uh, of enemies there. You can see it. Two of your friendlies have died. There is nothing you can do here anymore. This is just time for you to head back to your lane and farm. There you have Kumba with you, who's level 9. You have Skadi with you, who's level 9. By the way, Skadi should never be there at this point of the game. Well, she's level 9. She should be in her lane just farming and leveling so she can carry late game. Skadi is proving right here that she is absolute trash. That being said, however, there is no point for you being here as well. You seem to be running straight into the enemies together with Kumba. You both are tanks, and you're going to try to take the enemy Cerberus, who's level 12 by the way. Um, yeah, it's not gonna happen. I can tell you that for free. Why are you pushing up until their tower line? Like, you guys are so close to their tower line, and that for a Cerberus who probably still has his ult up, because you haven't seen him use his ult at this moment in game. So you gotta assume that the ult is up. There is nothing you can do here that will help any of you, not your team, not you yourself. The only thing you can do here is split one wave between three people, and yeah, you're losing a lot of gold and XP. All of you are losing a lot of gold and XP there. See, Skadi has so much poke on all of you. She could probably just poke you and then kill you with her ult 1v3 if she wanted. Definitely if you're pushed up this close to the tower line. Kumba showing his big brain and using his 2 on the shield. Love to see it. Again, Kumba using his big brain and using his 2 on minions. Yeah, so far we know that the Thanatos is trash, that the Gilgamesh is trash, that your Kumba is trash, and I don't think I've seen Anubis rep hit his rep on anything. So even though he's level 13, I'm gonna assume he's trash as well. And then we're not even talking about your Skadi, who is level 10 and isn't mid for some fucking reason. I don't know why you're using all of your abilities on the enemy tank. You are a warrior, you are a tank yourself. There is no reason for you to use your abilities on their tank. You're just not doing anything as well when you do it. No clue how you got out there. But that's what I mean with that their team is trash as well, because you should have definitely died there.
An enemy has been slain.
You are level 12, you should buy your relic right now. Also, you still, once again, have 700 gold left and you haven't upgraded your teleport fragments once again. I would like to point out that we are officially 15 minutes in game and you haven't watched what the enemy is building once. So yeah, that's not good. I don't think I have to explain a lot about it, but I'll do it whenever you even accidentally click on the menu to look at their builds. But yeah, what are you doing here? So in your logic, you can see that your team is getting pressured out. There's 3 of your team, and they're getting pressured out by enemy Skadi and an enemy Cerberus. What you are doing is running towards them, and you take one shot. See his. Oh.
An enemy has been.
Where are we at? Is this where we are at? No.
Lane.
Is this where we are at? No.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Okay, yeah, this is where we're at. So you're seeing your team out pressured. You run towards the enemy Vulcan. Okay, so his shot, the bomb he's dropping, does 400 damage to you. You get hit by the cannon, which does 600 damage to you. And you still think it's a good idea to go push him. At this point, you have no magical defense, and you are pushing both the Cerberus and the Vulcan, who both deal magical defense. It's not a good idea. No clue what you think about doing here, but I would have just gone across the... You're recalling an enemy territory while you know that they're fighting next to you, you know that the enemy Cerberus could jump straight onto you. You should have just crossed the Gold Fury and recalled in a safer position. Yeah, no clue what you're trying to do here again. He is level 15, you are level 12. You are building mostly defense. You should have just tried to clear the minion wave and left them alone, because now you're taking so much damage again and you haven't hit a single ability because you're trying to hit him.
An enemy has been slain. Retreat.
Yeah. So you come here, you try to help with your team, which is fine. You can try to help, but after he's gone here, the enemy has gone here, this is time to go. At this point there's not much you can do. Okay, yeah, he's half HP, but realistically he has the tower behind him, he has the minion wave. I'm not so sure that whatever you're trying to do here is very useful. You are splitting the XP of the wave with multiple people again. I would just not do it. And if you do it, then just clear the wave and leave. So you dive, but Anubis is trash as well, so he survives. Anubis dies. You look for a way out, and actually I would have maybe dove the Vulcan here. You can see that he's staying around. Your ult will definitely kill him at this point. And since he's level 15 and you are level 13, and there's a bunch of enemies behind you, you are never sure that you're going to survive this. But this is a trait that is just a good trait to make. You're getting their strongest out for you. but you choose to run away, which isn't a bad idea. You have your bird up. This is the point where you use your bird and go towards your lane and either recall or try to lifesteal on buffs or minions. Um,
Two down, baby.
so I hope you're going to do that at least. No, okay, so yeah, this is just common sense. You are in middle lane. You're almost dying in middle lane. You go into your ult to escape. You go into the jungle. You could most probably expect that if you go to middle lane again, the enemies will still be there. Only a few seconds have gone by. They have a lot of pressure. They have seen you jump out of your ult and go into the jungle. Chances are really, really, really big that they are not just going to recall or not just going to say, hey, you know what's fun? Let's just look at him. Yeah, you're not in a zoo, you're in a PvP game, they're going to kill you.
Triple kill. Holy shit! You're on fire!
Okay, Stone of Binding. A bit of a bold choice. It's a good item on him, but you've so far hit one stun, I think. So if you buy the item for just the base stats, then there's just lots of better items. If you buy the item for the passive, it's a really good item. It's really good on Sun Wukong, but you gotta hit your stuns. And if you can't hit your stuns, then I would probably suggest looking for a different item. Okay, so there's a 3v1, you can try to fight here. Okay, that's too bad, but you know that now that Vulcan's here, you can either try to kill him or leave. So you're trying to kill him, that's not a bad idea. Good. You could have... Yeah, that was, I think, a mechanical mistake, but you should have landed your ult way better than you did now. Yeah, and I suppose you're going to be that. Yep. Yeah, so we could have thought that was going to be your death. Okay, go back. Enemies here. Like, don't push up too far. There's no reason for you to be here. You have a Vulcan in your back. You know that the Vulcan is level 18, whilst you are level 13. You just run past the full HP Vulcan to go attack a level 15 Gilgamesh, which you on itself also can't kill. So yeah, I'm not really sure what the idea behind this was, but it wasn't a good one. Yeah, you hop into this once again, you hop onto the Cerberus with the Vulcan just very close to him. You saw your teammate back off, you saw Hades back off because he was low. You jump onto them, and you know that behind this wall, Gilgamesh is also still there on half HP. You're probably going to die here again. Yep. Yeah, we could have seen that one coming from pretty far away. Oh, 1 HP again. Okay, so you get out, you start to attack the enemies, which is fine. You are standing right in front of his cannon. Why are you standing there? You're just taking so much free damage. Poke his cannon out, you let your minions do something. Go around the cannon, but you're just standing straight in front of the cannon. You're just taking so much free damage. don't focus too much on the cannon. I mean, if you can pass the cannon, then you pass the cannon. There is no need for you to just keep that focus on the cannon. For one, because you don't deal a lot of damage to it, and for another reason that if you stay that focused on the cannon, they can just either damage you with you being in front of the cannon, or they can free damage you because you're with your back towards them, or just not focused on them while dealing damage to a stationary stationary object. Beautiful Skadi ult. No reason to fight. Yep, that's good. See, that's where you could do that because they were far enough. Why are you going there? You can see the enemy just running across you. The enemy ran straight past you. There was no reason for you to push that far up. Yeah, good birds, bait Thanatos. Honestly, a very good turn. Yeah, this was a good play. This was a really good play. Now you get out and it's done. 23 minutes in, and I'm still pretty sure you haven't looked at the enemy's builds even once.
Your middle Phoenix is under attack. America to the rescue. Your right tower is under attack. You're on fire!
Change.
Your right tower has been destroyed.
Let's talk about it for a second as well. You can see Skadi being trapped here. You can see 3 of your enemies pretty close by. No reason for you to go in this tiny gap and get ulted by the Cerberus and then take a ton of damage from the Vulcan. It's just not worth it. Just stay in your lane. You could have cleared the minion wave and had a lot less pressure in mid, or you could have gone straight to right from one Phoenix to another and defended right lane. But now you're half HP and you've done nothing. I recall, you're close to your base and the enemies just went into the jungle. Like, you were running down the right path, you only just a second ago saw them go into the jungle on your left, and you're running with your face towards the minions. No, keep on the right side, just hug this right wall, hug the right wall and look towards the jungle, then throw an ability, look to the jungle again, because maybe they're already there. Okay, they're not there, throw another ability, look to the jungle again, because all this time that you're not looking at the jungle, you could have been ganked and just died right then and there. Here as well, you're running and on your left side you know there's no one going to be. So while you're running, you take a quick look right and then keep running. You take a quick look right and then keep running. You have to be aware that they left somewhere in the jungle. You went in here and they're obviously not in front of you and obviously not here, because otherwise Hades would attack them, or they would attack Hades, or at least they would have seen each other. They would be visible on the map. But you should be looking right of you. Every hall you pass, every hall, not every hall, every pathway you pass. Definitely, if you are under pressure, you take a quick look, because there could be enemies coming from there. All these enemies on the right side that, for all you know, a whole team is there and you haven't even seen them.
The enemy team has destroyed the Gold Fury.
Personally, I would have just thrown one quick ability on mid, because whatever you want to do now, you could have done and had your abilities back up, and it would have given you some extra gold and XP. which you desperately need at level 16, while the enemy are all almost level 20, except their shitty Thanatos. Yep, this is good. Focus the Skadi. See, you're not taking too much damage from Skadi either. Not sure what happened there with your bird, but okay. First of all, not sure what happened there with your bird, but it was such a shitty escape. I can't call it anything else. Secondly, so you are able to escape. They leave you behind in mid, so they're chasing there, they're chasing there, and you decide, you know what I'm going to do? This cannon, it annoys me. It shouldn't be here. And you start attacking the cannon, giving away your position on the map. You have 800 HP. There's no reason to be doing this. You have to go back to base. So either you recall in the middle of the lane, or you go to the opposite jungle because everyone's here. So you go to the enemy jungle, and not enemy jungle, but the opposite jungle, the site of the pyromancer, and you recall there. You do anything except try to kill this cannon because there's just no use in it. And Cerberus from behind you, and you are dead.
Holy shit! You're on fire!
It's a lot of stuff that you can see happening from miles away. Oh, look at you! Look at you! 25 minutes in game, and you look for the first time in this whole game. By the way, yeah, I checked it for a second time, and this is the first time in the whole game that you are checking what everyone is building. So let's take a look at the builds. Gilgamesh is going an auto attack starter item together with Equinox, who at the moment of this recording, Equinox is still a broken item that you cannot lane very well against. Also gives movement speed, so it's just a good thing to know. Just knowing that these two items were what Gilgamesh was going for would have given you a whole different first half of the game. First 10 minutes of the game, maybe even first 15 minutes of the game. He is also going full damage, so yeah, that's that. He's going full damage. He's not being very tanky. So you know that the enemy Skadi is going for whatever build, some hybrid between attack speed and ability and crit. It's a bit of everything, which arguably isn't the best thing to do on her. Obviously she's 10-3, so it's also probably not horrible. But she has crit, you know that. If you are dying a lot to Skadi, you might want to consider buying anti-crit. The anti-crit item being what's the anti-crit item? Oh, of course, spectral armor. Yeah, I can say those things 100 times and then I forget, obviously. But anyway, spectral armor would be something you could buy if you have a lot of trouble with Skadi. Thanatos is building 1, 2, 3 lifesteal items, so anti-heal would also be a good thing to get. Vulcan is having Karen's coin, which has a lot of HP 5 on it. Also, for that reason, it would be beneficial to get anti-heal. Gilgamesh has a heal and has a lot of HP 5, also has 2 lifesteal items, so anti-heal also good against Gilgamesh. So their anti-heal should definitely have been in this build. Yeah, that's what I really think. As well as you could have gotten some other items to start the game with, like Midgardian if you were really struggling with Gilgamesh, or some more HP 5 items, so you can out heal his damage by just playing it safe and staying under the tower while gaining your HP 5 back.
Your structure is under attack. enemy team has destroyed the pyromancer.
Yes, another thing to talk about. You can see at this point you're going to attack. Skadi, Kumba are both on this side. At this point the enemy is unaware of their presence. Right here. Oh god damn it, just a little bit too slow. Right. Right here. You can see that Kumba is setting in chase, Skadi is going towards him. There's no reason for you to be the third guy that goes this way. You could here and try to cut their pathway if they go into the jungle and try to kill them that way. Also, why are you running left and right? Just a second ago you were running left and right. Which there's no reason to do. You have all your abilities up. You're with a full team against Skadi. Just throw your abilities. Use your knock-up. Use whatever you can. Because now you wait with your knock-up and you obviously miss it because by then Kumba has engaged. Again, just no use in what you're doing. I think it's pretty obvious. It's safe to say that you've already lost the game by now. The enemy team is full level 20. You're down to your phoenixes. They still have most of their towers up. Only the right tower has been taken. All of the other things are still up. It's safe to say that you guys lost the game already at this moment. No use in running forwards and backwards. Either go help him or go back, clear your wave on left. There was something you could have done that was more useful than just going forward, then backwards, going forwards, then backwards. Okay, Thanatos ults. When Thanatos ults, you know he's going to land on one of your low HP teammates or on the squishies in order to one-shot them. Now, given that this Thanatos is playing pretty shitty, I don't think he's going to use his ult as an engage. But whenever Thanatos lands, he is, well, not necessarily stuck, but the animation for his ult makes it that he can't move for like half a second to a second, which is ideal for you to hit your stun on him. Which you do, which is good. So the fact that you hit your stun is good, but if you hit your stun and you see that the enemies are all there, just go back. I mean, probably don't even get in there. But then again, there was no reason for you to think that your team would not do anything at all. If you noticed your low HP, because let's be honest, I didn't in this replay at this point. I wasn't paying attention to their HP. But if you did notice their HP, it was a very bad thing to do. If you didn't notice their HP and you thought, okay, I have my full team with me, then it's not necessarily bad that you went for the stun. But after you hit the stun, you immediately go up into your ult. And you press the button for your ult, and then you use Aegis. Because Aegis will protect you for, I think, 1.5 seconds. And after you press Aegis, you cannot use your ult anymore. But while you're charging your ult, you can use Aegis. So yeah, that's just something to think about. It's how you would have survived this situation. I have no clue why you're looking at the bottom of Hades. Yeah, you're buying items which you already should have done by now. I mean, you're 20 seconds dead. But also turn your camera so you can. Oh, I wouldn't have done that. You're going for TBs probably, but I wouldn't have done that. Or even if you're going for Son of Gaia because Vulcan and Cerberus have a knockup. Wouldn't have done that personally. I would have gone for magical anti-heal because you still need anti-heal if you looked at their builds earlier. Um, and magical protections against the Vulcan would have also been really, really beneficial. But then again, you're just watching the bottom, you're looking at the pillars, everything that's happening in lane, you have no clue. So if you were looking at Hades' view right now, you would also already know by the time you respawn what is happening in lane. You wouldn't come out and have no idea what's going on. You would look at Hades' screen, you would know where the enemies are, you would know what is happening, and it would just be way better. Why do you make a full turn there? There's no reason to make that big of a turn. A quarter turn was fine instead of 1 1/4. Why are you going for Cerberus? Look, on your left side, there is Skadi and there's Vulcan. You know from your past things that you can hurt Skadi pretty hard, pretty much, and that you can be very annoying for her. But instead, you choose to go on the full HP Cerberus. Why are you going on Cerberus? You know you're not going to do any damage on him. You know he's not the threat that will kill your squishies. Yes, he's big. Yes, he's in the front. But use your brains. There is nothing you can do there. Nothing.
I got your back, brother.
Very, very dangerous thing to do. You run into this uh, following the Skadi, whilst you know that their full team just retreated from right lane. So they went from the Phoenix, they went back into the jungle. You are following the Skadi. It's just very, very dangerous to do. You're using your movement ability as well to get in there. You're going to die.
I admire your bravery, man.
Yeah, so that was the game. Not unexpected. Anyways, guys, I know this is a really long video. Thank you guys, all of you, if you could find it in yourselves to watch until the end of the review. I hope you learned anything about it. If anyone is watching this replay analysis and has tips of its own that you want to share, then feel free to type it in the comments. Let's start a discussion, or let's share what you think they should do, or why you think they should do something. Just let's learn from each other in this. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.